Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're taking a look at the Nordstrom's anniversary sale clothing and shoes pick. To me, sales like this are an opportunity to get really nice quality for a better price, and or something that is a little more trendy, it's not going to be styled for a long time, at a better price. I have a small group, a curated group, so you don't have to spend the time. These are some things that I think are interesting, that I think are good deals, and let's get into it. So the first few things I want to show you are actually a little outfit I put together. You don't have to put it together like this, but I happen to like all three of them, and I thought, oh, these will work so nicely together. First off is Acris Punto. Acris Punto striped button-up cotton blouse. There's something about this blouse I just love. I think it's classic. I think it's easy. I think it can hide some stuff in the, waist area if you have something to hide. I don't really like it with the jeans. I think that this would look great with white jeans or white gauzy pants, something kind of hippy-dippy, mix and match, or white trouser, which is my next. So this is by Co. It's called Cuff Cotton Pant. I discovered Co. for the last sale, that beautiful black dress. Simple, classic. I think it was a crepe fabric from Japan. I don't know anything about this company. I looked. I think it might be Japanese. It has a slightly Japanese aesthetic. I love these pants. I love them. I love them with these shoes, the Oxfords, but they would be fantastic with a loafer. I don't know. I like these pants. Now, the shirt I think could go with these pants perfectly, but a pair of white cotton jeans that are kind of clam diggers, a little bit high, that would work as well. And then for the shoe, Franco Sarto, snakeskin print iconic flat. I don't know why they call it that. I don't see snakeskin in here, but I love this yellow. So there's yellow in that blouse. I think it would tie in very nicely. The blue, the white, the yellow, kind of, well, blue and yellow to me is eternally French, or Provençal French, French Provence. I also like that this is almost a flat form. Not quite. The flat form is still big. I find it difficult. It's not flattering on everybody. It can be fun once in a while, and if you have a pair of flat forms you didn't spend a lot of money from, that's fine. But back in the day when they first came out, they've been out for some time. I think, the higher end brands like probably Prada, Miu Miu, Chloe did some kind of a flat form. This evokes a flat form just a little bit. I mean, it probably isn't intended to. To me, I don't mind a trend like that, but I think if you're going to get a trend like that, don't spend a lot of money on it, because it's not going to be around forever. And I don't want to look like I'm a victim to trends. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be everything on me. Trend, 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 trend. Like one trend. So this evokes to me a little bit of a flat form, and I happen to love a yellow shoe. I discovered this maybe 10 years ago. I was in London and I was there for work, and I tend to shop. When you're not home, you get a little homesick, you do a little shopping, and I did that. And I got these shoes that are flat. I think they're just like ballet shoes, as I remember. Made in India, very inexpensive, but they were a mustardy kind of yellow, deeper and dirtier than this yellow. And I wore them until they fell apart. Now, mind you, they were made in India. They weren't well made, so they fell apart pretty easily. But I find that yellow is one of those colors that, especially a mustardy yellow, because nothing goes exactly with it, it goes with everything. I didn't know what to wear, put on the yellow shoes, and it worked all the time. I wear a lot of blue too, and of course yellow and blue are pretty happy together. I had since replaced them with a pair of Lanvin's ballet slippers in that same kind of yellow, which is not part of their regular line. I got it on eBay for $100, and I don't think they're around anymore, but I wear them quite a bit. They're one of my shoes that are just always out. When in doubt, I have 2 shoes that I go to, 3, and that one's there. So that is one outfit possibly. Okay, I don't want to talk too much about this because you're probably surprised. I'm surprised. This is CC leopard print off the shoulder ruffle blouse. For me, ruffles I think I have to be very careful with. I feel as I've gotten older, I don't want to look too cute, too flouncy. I love a ruffle, but I have to be careful with it. I don't really care for off-the-shoulder shirts all that much, and I don't care for leopard prints or animal prints at all. But there's something about this blouse that I really like. It reminds me of Jane at Sea of Shoes, who did a post a long time ago, 5 or 6, 7 years ago, where she was wearing a vintage dress. She used to be, well, she still is, very good at finding these vintage dresses and making them more modern. And this, I think, was like a vintage Oscar de la Renta, and it had the sheer chiffony sleeves like this. It was a leopard print, but as I recall, it's a leopard print and it had a floral over it. Not a teeny print, but a larger print, but not a huge print. And this kind of reminded me of that. I'm not sure I really like it with jeans. I think I would like it better with a pair of black slacks, honestly, or I'm not really sure, but I thought I would bring it up just in case it spoke to you, just like it's kind of speaking to me. All right, jeans. Everybody loves a pair of jeans. My favorite pair of jeans are no longer being made, but I have gotten a second pair on eBay years ago, so now I have 2 pairs and I get them patched, and I kind of like that too. I'm not into the mom jeans. I think high waist is very difficult to wear. Some women can pull it off if you are long-waisted, or at least even-waisted. It's easier to do, I think, than if you're short-waisted. It can make you look like your pants are right under your boobs. I'm reminded of a character, Martin Short character from SNL. You know what I mean? I think it's a hard trend. But if you can carry it off, if you like that mom jean, I think these are really cute. And at the same time, simple enough not to be too trendy, something that you could wear for several seasons if it really suits your figure. These pants I love. These are the Rice Brianna wool blend cargo pant. I love it with those sandals. I love this. If I was 30 pounds lighter, I would be buying this. I love it. How many times can I say it? I love it. Also, you might look at this and think, this is a little bit trendy. This kind of style has actually been around for a long time. So I don't think you need to worry about spending this much money on a pant that is trendy. At the same time, it's possible you can find this for a much better price, but probably not the same fabric and the same design, but the same idea at something like a Topshop. But we're talking about Nordstrom's, and I really like these pants. All right, so here is a mock turtleneck from Baum and Third-Garten. Joan Grid pattern mock neck turtleneck. It reminded me very much of the Sink at Sep green zebra that I got, but I don't think this is mesh. I looked it up and they didn't say it is, but there's something kind of cool about this, and absolutely summer. So at the end of summer, when in some places, not here, but in some places it's kind of cool in the evening, but it's still summer, I think that, again, with jeans, with white jeans, with blue jeans, really, if you have fantastic legs, long legs, no cellulite, a pair of shorts and a sweater, but not cutoffs, or if there are cutoffs, not super sloppy. It could be actually kind of an elegant 70s kind of, think Ali McGraw in the 70s. You know how she used to do the shorts with the over-the-knee boots and a pair of tights? Kind of thinking something like that, except without the tights and over-knee boots. RT brand Aurora cotton eyelet blouse. I love this so much. I'm kind of getting into the eyelet thing, as you can tell, but I love this because it's feminine and sweet, but it's not too girly. I'm not looking too much like a 9-year-old girl with this. I also think that it's timeless. I think it's something you could keep in your wardrobe forever if you can keep it white. That's always the problem with whites. I wish I was a card holder because I am afraid this will be sold out. My fingers are crossed that it won't be, but perfect summer blouse. Daytime, nighttime, anytime. I just like this, especially for that hot weather. You don't want to have your arms covered, but you want to look a little pulled together. I just love this one. Now we're going to move into some winter things. So the idea behind this sale is these things are coming out to you on sale before they get everywhere else at the regular price. And there are a couple of winter things. This is the Vince drop shoulder sweater in a winter white. I love a winter white. I prefer whites and creams on me because I just feel like it brings light to my face. I feel that black is harder for me to carry off, so I'm just attracted to these kind of things, and I think they can be very elegant. This has some ribbing at the waistline, which makes it a little bit unique, and that ribbing is mirrored on the cuff. So there's a drop shoulder and a little bit of a dolman as a result, and then it tightens up around the lower arm, and then it flares out just the teeniest bit at the end of that cuff, and I think it's sharp and easy. Another one from Vince is the funnel neck chunky wool blend sweater. I know a lot of people can't wear wool. I would suggest if you're a little uncomfortable with wool but not terribly, I always wear a wife beater under my wool sweaters, and I don't find I have any issues. But I love this neckline. I love this oatmeal color. Again, it's something you can dress up, you can dress down, and perfect. Now we have a cardigan. This cardigan, I love this neckline. If you look closer, she's wearing a white t-shirt underneath it, so you might miss that there's braiding around the top. This is, I believe, a French brand. I looked at the other things, and they have some beautiful dresses that look French Polynesian, but most of the clothes here have a slightly French flair to them, and this looks very Chanel-esque to me. Now the buttons are tortoise, but you could, if you wanted to, take them off and put something a little more Chanel-ish on there, if that's the vibe that you're looking for, like a black button with some kind of gold embellishment. I happen to love this. I love it on the model with just a white t-shirt, a pair of jeans, a pair of loafers. I think it's so little chic, but I think you could also do this for work instead of wearing a jacket, wearing a cardigan like this with, in the summertime, a beautiful white skirt, in the wintertime, maybe a gabardine. You could do a knife pleat skirt with this, a box pleat with it. You could do a lot of things. Weekend wear, work wear, semi-casual, or just like this little French girl chic. Like it a lot. Now on the feet, another pair of shoes from Franco Sarto, or Sarto by Franco Sarto. This is a mule. It comes in 4 colors, but I love this kind of putty ivory or gray ivory color. This slip-on shoe to me, even though the price is reasonable, even the price before the sale is reasonable, has a very classic look. It to me has a very easy kind of East Coast summer in the Hamptons thing, where you just slip on your shoes with your flowy white dress before you go shop at some impossibly chic little store by Ina Garten. You know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe I get from these. I think they work with pants. I think it would work with skirts. I think it would work with shorts. And I particularly really like this color. So that's one. Well, that's my second shoe option. And another item from Vince. What can I say? Vince Merino wool log line cardigan. This looks like a classic not a car coat. It looks like a classic coat. There's a word for it. It's kind of like a mac, where it's just a single-breasted, very simple notch collar. Looks like a patch pocket. I love this dove gray, and I definitely would need to see it in person, but it doesn't look like it's, even though they're calling it a cardigan, it doesn't look like it's really stretchy. A cardigan that is structured like this, I think, is just super elegant and will last in your closet for a long time. They have 2 other colors, black, which is lovely. Again, if black is your thing, that's a good way to go. And the other color is a classic tan. All three colors are fantastic. I have something kind of similar to this, but I got it at Zara, and it's not a cardigan, but the cut is similar, and it's more in that faux stretched fade suede, and it's in a mustardy color, a dirty mustard color, and I love wearing that in fall, and I just feel really put together when I'm wearing it because the cut is so simple and classic and unfussy, and this says that to me. And you guys, that's it. It's not a long one. I looked in pants, I looked in dresses, I found nothing that I was interested in. I looked in tops, I looked in shoes, and those were the categories that I took a look at, and this is what I found for the anniversary sale. But again, I encourage you, if you have the budget, and if you want to buy something, if you're feeling like you deserve something, or you're excited about things reopening, take a look at the regularly marked down sale things. I saw plenty of things that were 60% off that are really beautiful. In fact, I got one. I got this Isabel Marant Daniel Stripe mohair blend pullover. I love these colors. It's just yellow, pink, what can I say? All right, you guys, that is it. I told you what my criteria was in the beginning. I wanted to find things that were more expensive that you could get a good break on as opposed to the Nordstrom brand. And these are the things that kind of stood out. A very curated small group. If you're going to partake of this sale, have a lot of fun. I wish you a lot of luck. And you guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope that it was concise and edited to save you some time. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart. And I'm wishing you